Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Arkansas RC Newbie, and on today's episode we have got some new tires, some new wheels, some wheel weights, and some Krawler Innovation Lil Nova soft and medium dual stage foams. We're all going to be putting all this together in hopes of finishing up my AMK Krawler chassis. This is the LCG carbon fiber, my new Krawler build. Hopefully this thing wins me some championships. I start making some money as opposed to just giving it away constantly. And I'm hoping that these tires and new wheel set and foams will actually help me in doing so. So guys, if you're interested in this episode, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. Alright guys, if you've missed out on any episodes featuring my AMK Krawler build, we've got the Hobbywing Fusion SE 1800 kV motor in here, brushless setup, the whole 2-in-1. This is a mess up here. It will be getting cleaned up pretty soon. 45 kg flash hobby servo. The Enduro portal axles, the Gen 3 SCX10 Generation 3 axles here. We've also got the Stealth X gearbox on this. Been an awesome build so far with the Enduro Mountain 110 shocks. Everything has pretty much been filmed, so you guys can go back in the videos and watch those. But let's go ahead and start talking about what we've got on today's episode. And all of these parts and some of the ones that you guys seen on the AMK will be in the description below, some affiliate links, all right? If you guys want to get your hands on some of this stuff. These are like $32 here. This wheel set, wanted to go with the gold. Looks pretty interesting, something just a little bit different, and I was hoping it was going to kind of match with my body. That's my first kind of my real paint job, if you will. I'm trying to do everything right, and I think it came out okay. But got the orange wheels here. We have got some Pro Line BFG Krawler TAKX Blue Label G8 terrain tires. Okay. Now I was wanting actually the softest of compounds, but little did I know that the G8 was actually the harder of the two. They had Predators down at the hobby town I bought these guys at, and I was told, and I didn't do my research first, that the G8 was actually softer. But old Luke Norman, El Presidente of HSSC, he runs the exact same tires, the G8 compound. He says it was probably a good choice. I went with these. And then we have some RC Evolution wheel weights. These are 95 grams. I'm a big believer in wheel weights, and these are even vented. We'll be taking a look at those here in a little bit. And then onto the tuning, or the dual stage. These are the soft inner with a tuning ring. These are Krawler Innovations Lil Nova dual stage foam. These are the softs here. Very big fan of these. I run these in my my comp rig right now, my RGT. Very big fan of this as well. You actually have a tuning ring, so if your rig is just a little bit heavier, a little bit softer, and you guys have some time to actually tune them, you can put this in there or take it out. Super, super soft foam. And my favorite thing about these is whenever you go to turn, the tires do not fold up on you. We'll be putting the soft up in the front. We also have a medium set we're going to put in the rear. But the foams are just so much softer than the original ones actually come. Well, the stock ones that come with the Pro Line tires. And these guys here have ran these before on some other Pro Line stuff and some J Concepts, and these here just notorious for folding over, of course. So everybody runs a dual stage or the 3D printed. I'm a big believer in the Krawler Innovation stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing on today's episode. Let's go ahead and get into one of these wheels swapped out. Let's get some of the hardware put on this guy, and then we'll be adding a wheel weight, and we're going to be venting these tires as well. And I don't know how many guys out there actually run the, like put Loctite on each and every one of these. I haven't had a problem. I've got an Enduro wheel set, and I've got another wheel set that I've been using, and I've never had a problem with having to go back and retorque these or anything like that. So I'm just going to stay away from doing the Loctite today. It's just, man, these are such a tedious job for getting the little rings on here, the outer ring. But these are actual beadlock tires, and you can see here these aren't too heavy, but they feel decent quality. This here's the rings that they come with, of course. We'll be saving these. Maybe these aren't vented, but the weighted ones back there are. But man, just ever since I've got just a little bit lower center of gravity on my RGT, when I put the Enduro wheel set on there, I actually put some wheel weights on there, and there were like 76 grams, and that made a huge difference. So I'm a big believer again in the wheel weights there. But let's go ahead and get all these mounted up, and then like I said, we'll mount this tire up and show you guys what it looks like. All right, now we got the ring on there. Looks pretty good, pretty flashy. I'm liking the looks of that. Now one thing that I've learned from experience is I'm going to carve an F on the inside of this just to signify that it is the front tire or the front wheel set because whenever you take these things off, it is such a headache to try to remember which one was softer and which one was a little bit more of a firm feel. So that actually is going to save me a little bit of time there. Now let's take a look at these wheel weights. 95 grams. And the cool thing about this build, guys, is I've recorded everything so you guys can go back and check it out if you haven't been following along. But all of the affiliate links, everything is Amazon based. So this whole build, I think I got everything from Amazon. Yeah, these here feel very good. And you can see that little hole in there. It's vented as well. Who's all a believer on this channel? Who's all a believer in actually venting your wheel set? I heard that. I think my boy old Hick Jagger was letting me know you should actually vent your wheel sets. You know, put a hole through there. I don't do that, but I don't know, maybe it's something I need to start doing. Okay. Yeah, that's going to fit in there perfect. All right. Now let's talk about these tires a little bit. The G8 compound, again, I'd like to feel how the Predator compound feels, but old Luke, he was letting me know that, you know, the tread really doesn't fold over on itself like the Predator compound does. And Homeboy's running, he's got like 100 different sets of tires that he runs. He says these are by far his favorite. It was between these or the Tusks. These are a little bit more expensive than the Tusks. And I think the only negative that these guys, as far as reviews go, is they're not wide enough. They kind of don't really have a whole bunch of bite or area on the pattern here until you go to turn, and you've actually got some decent amount of sidewall there to start biting. I think the Enduro portal axles I've got, I think it'll be a good little combo to see what kind of turning radius I do have with these and see how much of a side bite I actually get. What we're going to do is we're going to put some holes in here. We're going to vent these. Probably put, you know, 4 holes. You know, people think that's a little outlandish, but we'll go 4 holes on these today. Let's put this soft little Nova foam in there. That right there feels very good. Very good. We'll probably mess with these a little bit and kind of turn them, show you guys how much of that tire is actually flexing, but that sidewall shouldn't have any flex or rollover whatsoever. Oh, this is going to be a good build. Man, that's got some great weight to it. I wish I had a scale here. I would weigh this build for you guys after we get done with it. But maybe I'll try to get this thing weighed whenever we do our real-time review of the Krawler. Now, that foam is just super soft in there. But something that I'm not really liking, I don't know if it's due to the narrowness of the tires, but if I push this rim out, it starts to suck in over here. And I push it out, of course, right here on the front end, and it starts to kind of poof out on the back. I'm wondering if that's normal. I don't think that these things are either, they're not directional. So I don't know how much I'm going to like that if I go to turn. You guys see how that's kind of, it almost looks like it's warped, like it's pushing out too much there. There's a lot of movement there. I don't know if I should maybe use that tuning ring or if that's normal, but they're vented. It's not like there's any air stuck in there. It almost feels like there's some air stuck in there. But we'll see how this thing mounts up and how it looks. But dude, that is super soft. Heck yeah. Alright, now comes the fun part, guys. We're going to save you guys the time. We're going to put all of these together. It might take a little bit. And then we'll get back to you whenever we get everything vented and we got all the wheels put on there. Making sure I mark my front and my rear tires just so I don't get confused. Alright guys, well here it is. She's all done. Super excited about it. Man, I cannot wait to get this thing crawling. You can see the rear tire here. Definitely got a little bit of sag on it. We'll show you guys the front. And that one there has got a bunch of pressure put on it. That's making a big amount of contact on that area of that tread with these BFGs on there. Man. Now I was wanting to show you guys the rear. And just see how this chassis does with these 110 Enduras. And you can see those weights are really helping with the travel of those shocks. So it's holding it down for a pretty good point till we go up here. And then we still have some more articulation. That is awesome. So it should be helping keeping the axles just down and flat. I got that dampening setup on there, that droop setup. Yeah. Oh man, that is nice. Man, these tires are super soft. Wow, I'm so glad I went with the G8's accident. Look at the front here. Dude, very soft. Again, I go lift up the front and it actually has some pretty good lift on it. And see, that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted more directly up as opposed to kind of angled perpendicular down with with the ground, or actually parallel with the ground. A lot of times the guys want to angle it back, kind of get that triangle effect. But what this helps with, my buddy Jason was telling me, is actually helps with pulling that up. So if I were to set the front shocks up, if you guys can see that shock there, if I were to set the front shock up any further back, it wouldn't help with actually keeping that axle up against the chassis. It actually kind of push it away. And that was the idea with the rear. So whenever I start to either side hill or starting to go over an obstacle, that rear really starts to hang down. So that's exactly what we wanted. And that front is just very impressive. Let's get the body on this thing and show you guys what she looks like. We'll power it on, check out the steering too. Dude, there is the build. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I am so excited. Oh yeah. Look at how slow we're going. Dude. Oh, this is too cool. Let me hit the reverse here. Let's see if we can just climb this. The Krawler Innovation cell block. See if these tires are sticky enough right now to climb that. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at the articulation. Oh man. Okay, so that rear's not dropping. I might could change that up a little bit, but okay, that's as much as we've got on the droop on the rear. Oh man, this is going to be sweet, guys. Let me show you guys the front end. I'm guessing, we'll have to tell you guys the weight on the real-time review. I'm guessing that's going to be about, maybe close to 6 pounds. Oh dude, that steering is there. That took so long to get that down. Oh yeah. Climbing the wall. Got the overdrive in there. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Alright, let's do the measurements real quick on the wheelbase in inches, and then we'll also do the clearance on the skid plate. Alright, so the wheelbase is right at 12, a little in between 12 and a quarter and 12 and a half, so that's good. And the ground clearance is right at 2 1/4. 2 1/4 on the ground clearance. Oh man, that is just so freaking sweet, guys. It's my first build. Again, guys, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'll put most of the stuff in the affiliate links in the description below so you guys can check them out. Oh, I'm just so happy. We've got some more touch-ups to do. I've got a really cool hook my boy Brian hooked me up with on the front end for my winch. I got some different colored line we're going to be changing on this thing. Make sure you guys don't forget to turn those notifications on so we can, so you guys can see this thing in action on the real-time review, and we actually get this thing out and crawling with it. I might try to play with this thing sooner than later for sure, but wow. Oh man, I'm just super excited. I think that thing come out good. A little hesitant about the way that these tires and foams are going to move over those rings. It's almost like they just don't fit tight enough. We'll see on the real-time review. Thanks for watching, guys.